Hello, everyone. Today, we are going to be talking about Patreon. Awesome. So, Patreon's a membership community for creators. So, pretty much, if you are creating something, you can create a Patreon page and then have folks join it and, contribute to your creation process, either like $1 a month or even higher tiers. And you can release special things to folks who support you more. Um, and that's it. So to get into the mood, let's get started. Let's check out their Instagram here. I actually had to dig a little deeper in their Instagram posts because they were just at South by Southwest, and there's just so many posts. So I just went back in time, and I thought this one was really cool. This is their Happy Valentine's Day on February 14th that just passed. Really like kind of the handwritten message, right? Like to every creator and patron and artist and fan and person who is out there casually creating a better world. We love you. Will you be our Valentine? The Patreon team. It's really cute. I like that. And then going back to Twitter, back to the Patreon kind of like style here. Just a gentle reminder that you're making progress, even if it doesn't feel like it. Little stars. Um, that's kind of funny. That's a pre-scheduled tweet there. But yeah, it's kind of a really cool thing to see. And let's go back to patreon.com. Okay, so I really like how it starts off up front of just, it powers a membership business for creators. Very simple. It's really hard sometimes to take an entire, like, complicated concept and distill it into, I guess that's like 6 words. The other cool thing is they have a video background here, which is good and bad. The good is it's dynamic, feels great. The bad part is it's really hard to overlay text on top of video. They just happen to do a really great job of putting like a darker mask over this video here so that they can have white text on it. A lot of movement. It kind of impacts SEO a little bit unless you do the loading correctly, just so that Google penalizes you when your page takes a lot longer to load. But they also have this "what is Patreon" situation. The ironic thing is that there's movement here, and then there's movement under here too, with this autocomplete of like, we help dancers and actors, we help creators, we help musicians, etc. So there's just too much movement in this section of the screen. Sorry, let me try that again. Nope, right there. Okay. And so what you want to do is make sure that not too much is moving. They could have moved this section down, this section right here, lower on the page, and that would have been totally fine. Right now, it's too much happening. The other cool thing, however, is that the clips that you're seeing here are actually part of their intro video, which is right here. What is Patreon? They should probably put like a little video icon here so you know that you're launching a video. Because if you click on it, it pops up this YouTube video. The best part is they did not autoplay it, so that is awesome. I know a lot of sites that do the autoplay. It gets really weird. Oh my gosh, I have to put on headphones. I'm at, like in a crowded environment at work or whatever, and it just gets really annoying when it just like autoplays. So here's the video.
Patreon exists because when creators are paid, they can create more amazing things. Things that inspire us, teach us, challenge us, things that make us laugh. Patreon is a membership platform that makes it really easy for creators to get paid. We're using the idea of patronage, which is actually a really old idea.
Exactly, Jack. If it weren't for...
Awesome. So I'm going to put the link in the description below so you can actually see it. But it's really cool. Very punchy, very fast, great music, high production value, right? Like they're literally trying to sell you on the platform up front, and that's really awesome. So this is great. The only downside is like different text jumps down to different lines. A longer thing pushes it down to four lines. It's just too much movement, man. Like simplify this thing. You could even put this at the end. It shouldn't be at the beginning because it just pushes everything. I don't know. Doesn't look that great. A meaningful revenue stream, like they could make this wider. Like they got extra space here. I don't know why this is so cramped. A meaningful revenue stream. Fans pay you a subscription amount of their choice in exchange. That's great. Regain is like a very funny word. Just looks weird. I don't know why, but regain creative freedom is, you know, you can just be like, have creative freedom, or I don't know, enjoy your creative freedom. Um, no strings attached. That's great. Over $350 million since creators. I'm sure this number is actually higher. Recently, I think I saw a blog post that they hit 1 billion. So that's really awesome to see. Um, meet some Patreon creators. So this was a very interesting part, right? Like you can actually see this section. This is a carousel without the arrows going to the side. And I think that just by adding those arrows to add some navigation here, you could even add it here or here. Now I have to actually click on each one, and it's not as discoverable. It just feels like a bug, right? So if you're on this part here, it's like, what the hell is this doing over here, right? If your mouse didn't go over it, you just be like, that looks like a bug. So definitely ways to improve there. Put a little carousel, put some arrows. People like arrows, and click around more. Another thing that could be cool is just a counter, so that it shows how many there are, so that people get lost a little bit in that carousel. That would be really dope. Low transparent fees. You keep 90%, we keep 5. Transaction fees average is 5. I don't know if this is I'm kind of that guy. Let me just look at this real fast here. I don't know if that's to scale. That's kind of what I'm like looking at right now. Weirdly, it is. It is to scale. Awesome. Cool. Just had to double check. I'm a stickler for things. If you do 5%, 5%, 90%, like, you know, I just want to make sure everything matches up on scale. It's just weird. Some places use a thicker bar. So this is awesome. Your business, your way. Retain full control. You own your content. Full-time cheerleaders. Rally your biggest fans. We do the heavy lifting. Only 5% fees. Really? Yes. Great. A typical designer trick thing here. Okay, so monthly payments made effortless. And then you have like these 3 kind of like bullet points. And then they switched it, and this looks awkward AF. This is like awful, right? Here, when you need us, should be the title and then the 3 bullet points. So you don't need to do, you know, A, B, B, A as like a, you know, cute designer thing. Move this to the other side. It's okay to repeat it. Like, you know, it's like if it was a visual or like an actual chart or a graphic or an illustration or something, maybe you could do A, B, B, A. But right now, A, B, A, B, totally fine. Like, move this thing over here. Like, here, I'll even do it for you so you can kind of see what it looks like, because I'm a nice guy. Let's see if we can switch this easily. I don't know if I can move it easily here. Let's see. Oh, no. Order 1. Let's see if I can actually do this. Live demos, man. Live demos. Huh, that's really weird. Yeah, it's not going to work. Okay, just move that thing over. It's okay. Find out what you can earn. Oh, that's... Go away. All right. That's a weird tooltip. You see how that little bubble moves? Kind of fascinating. It's like a little JavaScript bug there. Find out what you can earn. Audience size as you increase the audience, right? Your lowest tier price changes, and then your conversion rate can change. Now, I left it exactly as it was when, you know, you load the page. Key advice: when you got sliders, do not start everything at 0, because this looks sad as hell. Like, at least start with an audience size of like 30,000 or something, right? And then make your lowest price tier 2, right? And then your conversion rate's like 1%. So at least somebody sees like a nice number here, and then they can change it. Also, this is like, if it's like 1 million, I understand their desire to like skip a step and make it like really make this very linear. So back here, when this should be 5% exactly, and 90%, that's totally fine. Here, make it more sensitive to the smaller amounts because most audiences aren't going to be a million or higher. Like, very rarely will they be a million or higher. So make the range between, 100 and 200,000 actually like half of this bar. That would be awesome. That makes it just so much easier to navigate that. And then everything else after that jumps. Oops, sorry. I got carried away there. Everything else there would jump even higher. Find creators on Patreon so you can connect with them, get some questions answered. I really do like this. This saves a lot of time on the sales process. The ironic thing is, why is like there's so much information on this page? Maybe you should split up into multiple pages just to improve load times and also just to make the site run a little bit faster. Once I launch my membership, am I allowed to make changes later? So common FAQs, probably should have an FAQ page. That would probably, here it is, Help Center and FAQs, right? Like break all of that out and then just put the common questions and then navigate them away into something else that would help folks out. Let's go back. Oh man, load times today are pretty slow. I don't know what's going on here. Learn everything you need to launch. Is Patreon the right fit for you and your creative business? 6 membership-based business models you can use on Patreon today, and the 20 most useful Patreon features and integrations. Want more? We got guides, case studies, advice. You should put those down here too. And then finally, exploring the Patreon blog. So that's probably promoting their blog. That's awesome. And then finally, start your page. Okay. And then you have all the about stuff, careers. We're back to the Powers membership business for creators. You got the watch video. Again, a little video icon or a little play button here wouldn't hurt. It's so funny. They need to update all these numbers here from that. I'll link to the post below in the description just so you can see that they've actually hit a really great milestone. Cool. Awesome. All right. So that's kind of a little bit of cruising through their site here. Let's click on the bottom CTA, see what happens here. Start your page. Kind of like this animation, it's part of their brand. It's like this little dash with a circle to make a P. So don't know really, it's not part of their markup there, but it's their little logo there. Cool. So let's sign up. One of the things I like to check is just clicking through everything. And cool. First piece of feedback right here. These error messages can be definitely spruced up and improved. These all sound insanely robotic. And, maybe I just hit tab accidentally and, like this could be like, hi, we're Patreon. What's your name? Right? Like very simple things that, kind of adds like a little bit of element of delight to the situation rather than just like name is required. Please enter a valid email. All of these are very, how do I say it? Very included with Rails. So, all right. So we're going to sign up. Cool. And this is super weird, but they're making us confirm our email address. So email address is the thing that's being confirmed here in Patreon and not password. I generated another password from my password manager over here. So I'm going to paste that in. And I agree to the terms of use. And I can sign up. Now, that's super weird because most places make you confirm a password. Here, they make you confirm an email. So, I don't know. Could be a cool thing. All right. So, we got to verify that we're a human. All right. Here's a taxi. There's a taxi. Cool, cool. Verify. Cool. Okay, so let's see here. Um, that's part of Chrome, so we won't save that password. Hello, please confirm your country of residence. This information helps us serve creators better, including things like correctly calculating taxes on their behalf. It could be your behalf. Um, we're building tools for them to understand potential VAT on behalf of creators. Okay. So I hit this drop down. Cool. I'm in the US. And I'm in California. And submit. Cool. And immediately I didn't do anything. And already I see this message. Oops, you need to enter a name. Don't do validation until after I have typed something in here. And so like that immediately calls attention to it. Feels very weird. Oops, you need to enter a name. Hi there. What name should appear on your public Patreon page? And you could tighten this up so that, this doesn't end up on this next line. What do your fans call you? You can always change this later. Cool. This is me. And then this changes to, this should be what you call your business. Okay, so interesting. This or press enter thing is kind of weird because yes, if you do press enter, it should just work. But I guess, it's kind of a very weird thing here. There's a lot of like little text things that just draws your eyes from like one element to another. And just be nicer if it was just a little less. You could put okay or press enter, right? And that would solve it. This shouldn't be here. What are you creating? I am creating YouTube videos. Nice. Don't worry, you can always refine this later. It's kind of weird. You should just put this help text underneath here. This is it's trying to be friendly, but it's kind of wonky. Okay. Optional. Verify your social media accounts in order to display links on your page. Don't worry, we'll never post on your behalf. Cool. I'll do this later. Kind of not worth it to go through the entire, if you connect here, what you end up seeing is like to log in on Facebook. All standard connection things. I think this is just their Patreon using OAuth just to verify that you are who you say you are. And the more things that you connect, obviously, then the app gets access to your information, but then also validates that you're like a legit human. So I do like it. But yeah, I'll do that later offline. Okay. Does your work contain adult themes such as nudity or dangerous activities? Let's see if there's an error. You need to pick something. Okay. That sounds a little bit better. So nope, mine does not. It's funny that it's the same color. That should be a little different color, probably, just so that they stand out a little bit more. And then, like, look at this giant block of text over here that's longer than, like, if you need to explain what adult content is, which you actually do not say in this paragraph at all, it's adult themes and then adult content over here. So kind of like get the copy to like line up a little bit better. Put this paragraph over here, right? Like if it's important for them to read it and important for them to understand it, don't put it off to the side as like a giant thing with like 4 words side by side. Just write a legit paragraph and make sure people read it. It's important. Also, the learn more. Okay, I just had to check that. But it does open in a new window. So good job. Cool. Optional. What's the link to your primary content hub? Oh, I have that. Let me pull that over here. That's my new channel. So we'll put that in here. That's my YouTube link with my channel URL. Kind of gross. Almost there. We sent a verification email to your email address. Okay. It should tell me to like check my email and confirm it. Like there's no action. It just says that what they did. It should just be like, hey, check your email for a verification email and click the link to continue, right? Something like that. This is why they're doing this. Totally get it. But it's just a funny way of phrasing this. And it's definitely something you can do better. So cool. Logging in here. Sweet. Wow. Okay. So they actually sent an email. This is like 3 minutes ago. And then once I hit that screen, they sent me the confirmation email. So that's really cool that they timed it just so that it would appear at the top of my inbox. But during the sign up process, they had already sent me this Patreon email. You've officially joined over 100,000 creators using Patreon to run a membership business. Why membership? And this is like education. Really cool. Probably should send that to me at the end because right now I'm going to end up checking my email and I'm actually going to see 2 emails from Patreon. And I'm usually going to check the bottom one first, even though this one says confirm your email to get started. This should be like confirm your email to continue signing up on Patreon, right? Like, because I'm in a sign up flow on another tab. That's important to do. The cool thing, mad props, they actually put Patreon here. They didn't put Twitter, or I'm sorry, verify, which is like hella confusing. That's what Twitter used. You can just go to my channel and like poke around and look at the Twitter one. That one's pretty awful. But here, right? Request email confirmation. That sounds weird. That should just be like, please verify your email. Let's make sure this email is active. Please click on the button below to validate your email address and confirm that you are the owner of this account. Confirm email. Very verbose. This could be taken out. I think this is trying to make it feel friendly. And then this is just like, oh, very heavy text. Like you can make this cleaner, right? Confirm your email address and continue with sign up, or confirm your email address and verify that this is your email address. I don't know. There's definitely ways to make this like giant sentence like much shorter. But cool. The call to action is very clear. There's a nice clean button. So we're going to click on it. Let's see what happens. Okay, this is awesome. Okay. So literally right now, it plays a video with subtitles and it's muted, but it's playing it. It also has a very great human feel and it says like 54 seconds of, so it's literally like holds your attention like, yeah, I got 54 seconds. No big deal. And it's Jack, their CEO. So hi, Jack. Let's check this out.
Anywhere, everybody. Wait, don't go anywhere. Everybody, my name is Jack Conte. I'm the CEO of Patreon. And I just wanted to say, this is literally the best time ever in the history of humanity to be a creative person. We have SoundCloud, we have YouTube, we have DeviantArt, we have Facebook, we have all these avenues, we have these channels to express ourselves and to give our art and reach people. And that's literally, we're the first generation that's ever had access to that stuff. That's amazing. The internet has been amazing at giving that to us. What it hasn't given to us over the last 10 to 15 years is the ability to get paid for it. That's what Patreon's about. It's about getting paid for the value that you're giving the world, getting paid for the work and the late nights and the early mornings and the blood, sweat, and tears you pour into your art. That's what joining Patreon means. So welcome to Patreon. We're thrilled to have you. Go get paid for the things that you're giving back to the world. That's what it's all about. Okay, see you later, everybody.
Okay. How awesome is that video? Okay, it kind of makes a lot of different things that you went through totally worth it, right? So I can't tell you how much this is like that wow moment that you receive. They do an amazing job. A, it's very personalized. B, he's hand holding the camera as he's talking to you, which is just like, I'm not even hand holding the camera as I'm talking to you, right? So it feels very personal. It feels like he's just walking through an office and just like giving you like a shout out, mad props, whatever. His enthusiasm is great. He definitely believes in what he's doing. They play the video and it's like the sound is off, but you can see the subtitles as it goes across so that you're like, oh my gosh, he's actually telling me a message. Maybe I should restart this video and actually hit play and unmute the video like I just did. Really, really great. Also 54 seconds. They timed it just right. It's under a minute, right? And there's so much packed into this of like his excitement of the world, where you are, the journey that you're on, the mission that it's all about, and you actually fall in love with the product. So mad props to Patreon for doing this. This is definitely like a moment of wow Um, it's awesome. Just really, really great job. Like these are moments in a sign up process that I live for, right? It's awesome. Really great job. So let's click continue. Actually, there's a nitpicky thing that I have is during that entire sign up flow, you should simplify this footer. The footer was there during the entire sign up flow. That's just so many different exit points. Just simplify like terms of service, privacy policy, click here to return to the homepage, something very simple. Like 16, 18 links at the bottom is really, really distracting. Okay. So we saw Jack's video. We're feeling pretty pumped. And we're like, oh my gosh, what the hell's going on after we hit continue, right? So apparently, if you look at this, submit for review is like the moment where you finish the whole process. And it's not that evident. This should be like a giant box up here at the top that pushes everything else down. And it's pretty much like when you are done, submit your page for review. Our team will take a look at it, blah, blah, blah. And we'll like let you in, right? Like this is their way of preventing whatever. The checklist, dude, it's way the hell over here. It's not numbered. But you know, we'll see. So I love this, by the way. Which sounds more correct? David Daniel is creating or are creating. This helps solve all sorts of pluralization. Ooh, let's try that again. This allows them to basically say is or are within all their sentence structures with you. And it's such a very great hack. Solves the pluralized version of your names, right? Like we are a band, but we're like pluralized, right? So, or it's like Maroon 5 is or Maroon 5 are. Definitely is, right? That was probably a bad example, but I'll have to come up with a different one later on. So not this one, but this one. That's awesome. Profile picture, cool. Let's click on this. We got my headshot here. Let's do that. Bam, there it is. Edit cover photo. Oh, I don't have this ready. I'll have to search for that later. Okay, but it's required. Okay, so this will be cool. It's not taken. / David was taken. Damn it. Oh, let me just copy. I can copy my little blurb from my YouTube channel here. Let me just do that. It's like 10,000 times easier, so I don't have to recreate it each time. Here we go. Oh, it doesn't keep the there you go. Sweet. Intro video. I don't have that just yet. I'll have to make that. I'll have to connect with all these links later. I don't have any adult content. This is from Google Analytics. So you just paste in your little number from Google Analytics so you can actually track how many people are coming here. That's pretty dope. RSS audio feed, connect to Discord, and I guess you can click save changes. Okay, look at that. Oh, I still have to upload that. Let's see if I can find that real fast here. Not in its normal spot, so that's kind of why I'm like looking over on my camera here just to find it. I apologize. Oh, I think I found it. Here it is. Sweet. I'm going to move a copy of it into headshots. There we go. All right. Sorry about that. Live demos. Here's the YouTube channel art. It's going in. Bam. Nice. All right. I'll reconnect to all those. Look at that. Those 3 are done. Cool. Apparently, I have to create membership tiers. All right. So if I click that, oh, sweet. Okay. It did what it's supposed to do. It actually took me to the tiers thing. I think that this should just be better, man. Show me some progress. Show me like a percentage so that I'm trying to get to 100%. And then when 100% happens, like I should be like submit for review, right? Looking for information, best practices. Oh my gosh. Woo! Some creators are successful with just a single tier, no more than 5 tiers. Okay, dope. Dude, this is so complicated, man. Look at this. It's like best practices, your tiers. So if you go to best practices, like it is very unclear which what I'm supposed to be doing here. Okay, so let's go to my tiers. I'm going to create my first tier. Tier is $1. Tier title is join me on this journey. Tier description is be one of my first. Oops. There you go. There's no benefits. There's no image. There's no limit. There's no shipping address. Cool. It's just one tier. No track benefits. $1 tier. Solid. Okay. Wait, why did that not work? I did. All right. Set goals. Oh. I don't think I need a goal. Let's still go to the thanks page. But I already created tiers. Do I need to create another tier for this? Let me see here. Man, it's really hard to like sit there and just create these tier titles. That's not clever. Just be I'm gonna have to remake these bad boys in a bit after. Dude, I don't know I don't know what else to do. I've already created my membership tiers. All right, let's just go to say thanks. Let's see what's going on. Thanks so much. And I gotta make a thank you video apparently. So that's cool. Let's hit save change. Oh, I had to hit save changes. That's so ridiculous. Sorry, bonus payments, since that doesn't make any sense. It should have been bonus. Okay, cool. Dope. Payments. Monthly. Charge patrons a fund. It's public payout settings. We'll figure that out later. Here's preview. Bam. That's pretty cool. Yeah, let's just submit this for review and then we'll add more information to it as it goes forward. So let's see what happens. If we click submit for review, bam. Once you submit, you'll not be able to edit your page until we review it. If you edit after being reviewed, you'll need to resubmit. Okay, well, I want to stop it right here because I have to verify a whole bunch of other accounts to this before I submit it, just so that, you know, everything's nice and happy and packaged and bundled tightly. So Other than that, you'll just click this button here, this magical giant button. Um, Whereas I'm going to click the second one, and we're going to go back to building this page. So other than that, hey everybody, that's it. This is Patreon. It's pretty dope. Few little kinks that they have to get through, but man, that bonus moment was like definitely something to write home about. So like Patreon, awesome job with your onboarding. I'm going to sign up. I'm going to add the link to be a patron at the bottom of in my description. So if you really want to support me, I don't know, $1 or something every month, that'd be dope. I do this definitely for fun, but it's just like a cool way that you could support me as I don't know, keep making more of these videos. All right, this is David Nguyen, or David Dat Nguyen, if you want to use my entire name. Leave comments and suggestions in the description, leave your suggestions in the comments. There's more links, and in the description, I also included a link to that video for Patreon's kind of hype video there, and you can actually rewatch it. I'll also put the time code for that bonus moment, so you can always go back to that and check it out as well. All right, everyone, peace out. Have a great day.